Hello my dear students, I am Romana, your teacher at Gradeup, and today I am going to tell you 6 things that you must avoid during your examination or maybe on the day of examination and during the entire tenure of examination. Okay, so you can take a note of them, just make sure you follow them. Okay, so the very first thing is arriving late. Yes, be on time. You already have your timetable, you have the schedule with you. Why be late? Now, what will happen if you arrive late? First of all, you will be running out of time if you arrive late. Second, you may have panic attacks. Like seriously, students, you will be palpitating for most of the time. At least for the initial 5-10 minutes, you will be relaxing yourself, bracing yourself up. So try to avoid being late. Just to be on time. Even you can arrive 5-10 minutes earlier, it's fine. I mean, that will not cause any harm to you. Also, avoid discussing your preparation with anybody. I mean, just avoid on the very last moment. What will happen if you start, this is what we see generally, like students start discussing, do you know this answer, who is the author of that story, who has written this poem, and all of that. And then suddenly, if you don't know one question, you're like all nervous and underconfident. So avoid doing that. It's okay. Be confident. You have prepared well. Just arrive on time, be on time, have confidence, and you'll do great. Okay. Now, similar to that, arriving hungry is equally, it can be fatal. Like literally, it can make you faint. Okay. During the examination, I've seen people fainting during the examination because they were dehydrated, they did not have anything in the morning, did not eat anything in the morning. So eating healthy, filling yourself, have some fuel in your body, then only your engine will work. No, so be prepared, eat properly. I mean, if you don't want to take a very heavy breakfast, that's okay, but at least eat something. Don't go empty stomach. It's equally important. Okay, now third thing, this is something we witness every time in all the examination, not just board. I mean, it should really not happen in boards, but you do this. You borrow stuff. Do you have an extra pen? Do you have an extra ruler? Do you have this, that? Now, students, can you afford losing marks? Can you afford losing 5 marks just for asking an extra pen or an stationery? Don't do that. Don't just avoid doing that. You have a habit of this. Don't do this. Okay. Also, students, make sure that, for instance, if you have your board exams and you know that calculator is allowed for your mathematics exam, carry it. Keep it in your bag. You know the dates. You know when is your examination. Be prepared 1 or 2 days before that. Don't borrow stationery. Like seriously, you may get minus marks for borrowing stationery because talking is not allowed in the examination hall. Okay, talking with your peers, talking with your friends is not allowed during. And if you're doing that, you're probably also disturbing the other person. So just make sure you have all your instrument box, your pencil box, everything ready with you. Okay, and try to carry some extra stuff with you. For instance, you're sharpening your pencil over there. Why? Just be ready. Why are you wasting your 5 minutes in sharpening your pencil? Yeah, so just be prepared. Don't beg, don't borrow during the examination. Fine. Now, this is one very, very important point. Students, most of you lose marks because of your handwriting. Let me tell you, teachers are not going to devote their 10-15 minutes in trying to understand whether this is A or E or O. Okay, so it's your responsibility to make it legible, to make your handwriting presentable, so that the teachers know that what you have written, they can comprehend, they can understand, and then they don't need to check over and over again. Yeah, so just make sure it's your responsibility, not teacher's responsibility, to understand whether you write O like this or this. Okay, so just make a clear-cut demarcation between O and A and E. Okay, double L or I. Fine. So pay attention to these things. These are very important. And let me tell you that students who have got good handwriting and good presentation skill often get better marks in examination. Presentation is also very, very important. It's written in your CBSE boards. They mention that spelling, presentation, everything is important. Okay. So legible handwriting is very, very important. This point I have been telling you during my classes also, that students, please don't skip revision. Revision is like something that can actually save your marks. I've seen students who do not revise and they probably lose 5-10 marks because of that. You might have missed an entire question. You might have done the wrong sequencing. You might have written some wrong answers, like you might have numbered the answers incorrectly. So please check for that. Also, many students ask me that, ma'am, which section should I start first? Can I do the section D first and then start with A? You can. Surely you can. If you want to start with literature first, go with it. Start with literature, but make sure that you complete the entire literature part and then you move to section A or section B or section C. Now, what you do sometime is that you start with section D and then you jump to section C and then you again go to section D. Now, this can be really irritating for a teacher. Okay, just complete it. It's not even presentable, right? You have to be presentable, so complete. And also, students, the best way is to go in the sequence in which the paper has been given to you, like reading, writing, literature, reading, writing, grammar, literature. That's the sequence, and that's perfect. So follow that if you can. Okay, there is a logic behind it. If you can follow, it's perfect. Please follow that if possible. If it's very difficult for you, you can start with a different section, but stick to that. Complete that entire section first and then move to another section. Okay, I hope this is understandable to everybody, and revision is a must. It is a must. Okay, you'll surely find some error in your paper, some sort of numbering error, sequencing error, spelling error maybe. Yeah, so don't do that. You might even have skipped an entire question. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Now, there's something I shouldn't even be talking about, but let me tell you that do not adhere to anything like cheating or asking. And what is cheating? If you understand this in clear terms, what is cheating? Even asking a question is cheating. It's not about taking chits and all. Even if you're asking and disturbing the other person. Okay, if you're looking into another person's sheet, that is also cheating. And why do you want to lose marks for something like this? I hope you don't want to lose marks for such things. You all are smart people. You all have been attending my classes, and I'm sure you all are very well prepared for your exams. So do not adhere to any such things and be prepared. Follow these steps. I'm sure you all are going to do wonderful in your examination.